Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. Today, I'll be discussing how you can dispute a charge-off from your credit report when one bureau already deleted it. If Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion remove the charged-off account, the next question becomes very simple. Why is the same charge-off still reporting on the other bureaus? In this video, I'm going to show you how to use one bureau's deletion as a strategy to challenge the remaining bureaus and to push the same charge-off to be removed everywhere else. To do this, you need to understand why the account was deleted, what changed, and how the other bureaus are still reporting it, and how to build your dispute around the inconsistency. Because once one bureau deletes a charge-off, it can create a major reporting problem for the other bureaus if they're still showing inaccurate, incomplete, outdated, or unverifiable information. I'll show you what to look for, how to compare all three reports, and how to structure your disputes. And if you have charge-offs hurting your credit score right now, you really want to pay close attention because this could be the exact strategy that helps you finish the job. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. To begin, the first thing I want you to do is go to www.successwithstevensmith.com. The website has been revamped, so it may be a little different for you to find all of my products, but the first thing that we're going to do is land on this website, and then we're going to go to free products right here at the very top, and we're going to click on that. What I want you to do is scroll down to the very bottom and look for this exact guide. It's going to be called Follow Suit Dispute Letters Guide, Account Deleted by Other Bureaus. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to add that to cart. Once you add that to cart, all you have to do is check out. It is completely free. You'll not have to pay for this. Let's check out. You will be asked to fill out some details here, but the most important thing is to enter your email address. Once you do that and click on complete order, this will be sent to your email. You'll then get a confirmation order that looks like this, and then you should receive this at your email address that you put for the order. And then the download link will look like this, and then you'll see that you can click on it and the guide will be available to you. You can just click here on download now. All right, and this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to go through this step by step in order for you to delete those charge-offs that have been deleted from one of the major three credit bureaus. And then it's very simple, guys. You use this template when one credit bureau deletes an account, but another bureau keeps reporting the same one as verified. So if you have not had one account deleted, go look at my previous videos. There is a round 1 through 3 process that you want to start with the charge off before you'd actually get to this point. Now, if you follow that and you got it deleted, great. Let's go ahead and get this started. Now, I'm not going to go over everything in this guide. Again, it's for you. You guys have it already, but there are some things that I do want to point out. Like number one, this is very important. A deletion from one bureau does not automatically force every other bureau to delete. What I mean by that is you can't just simply say, hey, Experian, TransUnion deleted this account, so you should do the exact same thing. That is not going to work. What it does do is create a strong reason to ask the reporting bureau for the exact verification procedure and furnish your contact details and documents used to keep the account on your report. Okay, that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. Now, of course, if you've already been disputing charge-offs, I expect you already know this, but you should actually have a copy of your current report, which I recommend that you get from annualcreditreport.com. Okay, that is going to be the most accurate report that you can get. You can download that once a week, completely free at the time of recording this video. You want to, of course, have your government issued ID, any prior dispute letters or templates. You want to have the deletion results from the other bureaus. You want to also have your proof of residency, and then you also want to have your identification documents like your social and anything else that you may be using. Now, there are two ways that you can send this dispute. You can do option number one, which would be certified mail. You can print this letter, you can sign it, you can attach your supporting documentation, and you would send this directly to the credit bureau that it corresponds to. Option number two is to go to Ryezing.com, which I will show you later in this video. When you sign up for Ryezing, you'll be able to actually send this through the custom dispute template. You can paste the letter in there, and then you can upload your documentation, and then you can send this certified mail. Now, there's no option that's necessarily better than the other. Certified mail is always strong for paper trails. Ryezing is just better when you want a cleaner workflow, okay? It makes everything a lot easier for you to keep track of all of this. All right, now let's move on. Now, this will also have the bureau addresses, but you can like Google this. I'm sure if you've been doing this by now, you probably already have this information. If you send this through Ryezing, you won't actually need this. And then we're going to talk about the strategy going forward. Now, because everyone's charge-offs will be different, okay, I need you to actually pay attention to this part. You want to compare all three reports, right? Even the previous one from the deleted account. You want to take a look at what was on that account before it got deleted. Look at the account name, account number, the balance, the dates, any remarks, the payment history. You want to actually highlight whatever it's showing on there and actually match that with the current account. So if they have the exact same like reporting information, you definitely want to highlight that to show, hey, this account was deleted, it was inaccurate, and you're reporting the exact same information. How is that so? All right. And you want to, again, reference that deletion. You can ask for their verification method as well, and then demand the deletion of the account. So here's going to be your easy copy and paste template. So again, after this, we'll go to ryezing.com. I'm going to show you how you can just paste this in and actually send it, or you can just fill this out and you can download it and you can send this as a letter, certified mail. This also you can take out, but it's just the name that I put for follow suit, dispute, account deleted by other bureaus. That's just what I titled it, but you can take this out. So to whom it may concern, I am disputing the accuracy of the following account. You would then put the account name, the account number. This account has already been deleted by other reporting agencies after they determined it could not be properly verified. However, and insert the bureau that you're talking to right now, Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion, you continue to report the account as verified. This inconsistency raises questions about the accuracy of your reinvestigation process. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA, that's 15 USC subsection 611. And again, you guys can just copy this. You don't have to exactly know that. I do have an option for you to download the FCRA, the brand new revised version, on successwithstevensmith.com if you want that, but you don't have to actually know this to heart. Essentially, what this is saying is that they are required to conduct a reasonable investigation. And since another bureau already did the exact same thing, but their conclusion was to delete the account, however, this one is to the contrary, now we have to question whether or not their investigation was conducted reasonably. You also have 15 USC subsection 611 A6B, and it requires you to provide the description of the procedure used to verify the accuracy, including the names, address, telephone number, and the information for the furnisher who was contacted, as well as prohibits furnishers from reporting information they know should not be reported because it is inaccurate. So all we're doing is basically poking holes in what they say that they already did. That does not mean that this will for sure turn out to be a deletion, but it definitely will create a very strong case. So what we're doing is requesting that they provide the documentation used to verify this account, along with the furnisher's full contact details. And if such documentation cannot be produced, the account must be deleted from your credit report immediately. And of course, in the continued section, you want to have a copy of driver's license, proof of address, your social security card. You also want to have a copy of the previous investigation that was conducted where they did not delete this, but also have a picture or a screenshot of the account being deleted by the other credit bureau. Now, I'm going to show you how to submit this through Ryezing on the desktop. But before we do that, if they deleted, you want to save the deletion results. You want to download your report, and you want to repeat this process for the very last bureau, okay? Show them not only that it was deleted from, let's say, Experian and TransUnion, now Equifax, everybody else came to the same conclusion except you. That looks very funny, all right? However, if they verify it again, compare the response to what you requested. If they did not provide meaningful verification, then you want to actually escalate this. You want to say, hey, you actually did not give me the information that was requested in my previous dispute. I previously asked you for, and you can just go back and reference what we talked about in that template and say, I did not get that in 15 days. If you do not provide me with this, I will escalate this up to, and at that point, like, you can only really go so many places. You can either look at filing following suit. Or you can also look at like the CFPB. That's another option for you. Or you can look at the Better Business Bureau or your Attorney General, anything like that. Those are all some options that you can choose from. Now, depending on how well this works, I'll let you guys put in the comments. If you want me to make the next step above this one, I can always update this guide and I can make an additional video. Let me know in the comments below. So currently we are on Ryezing.com. If you do not have an account, you'll want to click on Get Started here. You'll then be asked to enter your first name, last name, your email address. You will create a password, and then you want to enter your current address or the address that you have been at for the last 6 months. If you don't do that, it will be hard for them to identify you. Now, once that is done and you click agree, it's a $1 trial for 7 days. After that, it goes to the regular price of $39.99. But once you click agree and continue, you will then be brought to a page where they may ask you some verification questions. Once you do that, you will be able to log into your account, and your login will be your email address and the password that you created here. Now you can go back to the website and you can click on login, or you can actually go to the mobile app either on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, whichever you prefer. But we're going to click on login here. Now, once you get to the member login, again, email, password, you'll log in, and then we'll go to the dispute hub. Now, unfortunately, I don't really have an account that I can use, but I'll demonstrate exactly how you would submit this step by step. Okay. So the first thing you would do is go to the dispute hub, or you would go to credit report review, because more than likely you'd want to find the account. So let's actually start there and let's find an account that I can use for an example. Now, I just picked a random account that I had that was closed. Now, of course, it says here, we didn't detect any issue with this account. So of course it won't, just let me know that it's negative, but you can click on start your dispute. And then when you click on start your dispute, you can actually enter the number of times that you have previously disputed this account in the past. I'm just going to click on 0 for this example, and then we'll click on next. And then it'll ask you, is the account not mine? Is the account inaccurate? We're going to click on inaccurate, and then we'll click on next here. And then for the recommended reason, let's click on other reason, right? And let's uncheck this one because we don't really need it. We want to put something custom. We're going to scroll down here, and then we're going to look at custom to provide specific details. And that's when we'll paste in the body of our letter. Now, please rewrite the letter slightly, just change it. You could throw it in the chat GPT and say, can you rewrite this in my own words? Something like that. But don't use the exact same words verbatim. Change it up a little bit. All right. Then we're going to click on next. You'll be able to go in there and see all the information. Make sure that your account details have actually been put in. For me, again, an example, I did not add it in here. For you, you definitely want to do that. All right, so the dispute has been added to my drafts. I'm then going to click on draft disputes. We'll find the account here, and then you can click on generate dispute letters, right? Or you can just click on the account here, so that way you can actually see the actual template between all 3 of the bureaus. Now, if this is not going to all 3, then you definitely want to go back and you want to change it. Like, you can change whether it's going to TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. If you just wanted to go to, let's say, just the 2 bureaus, but it'll automatically default to all 3. So if you need to change it, go ahead and make those changes. Now, I went ahead and clicked on generate letters, and then you can click on continue. Now, if you wanted to actually view these letters from all 3 bureaus, you could. And then notice it'll have our TransUnion, that PO box, Dear TransUnion, and then it's going to have the account information here, and then it's going to have the verbiage that we put in. All right, so that is perfect. We are all set to go. Now we're going to click on continue here, and then it's going to ask us how we would like to send this. So I prefer certified, but it's up to you. You can pick the option that is best, or you can say I'll mail it myself. That is going to be free at no cost to you. And then you'll click on continue. Now, this is where you'll want to upload your photo ID, your proof of address, your social, your supporting evidence, right? And your resolution attempts. I like that one too, because if you actually put the attempts, you'll show all of the previous ones, right? Where I already sent this. You can download the previous ones from Ryezing that shows, hey, I sent this and this is what happened. Crazy. Okay. And any supporting evidence like the deletion of the previous accounts, you'll put that here. Now, this should be fixed. but I did have an option with supporting evidence and resolution attempts, right? I had a little error right here. You may want to actually save it as a JPEG file if it has issues saving it as a PDF, all right? If that does happen, use the supporting evidence as a JPEG or PNG or like a photo file and not a PDF if that is not fixed already. And then you'll click on continue after adding all those documents. And then this information will be blurred out because it's the billing address and the card number, but it'll have your payment information. You can then check the box, agree, and check out. And from there, you will actually be able to see the tracking information for this dispute, and then you will wait for your bureau response. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully this did help you. Let me know in the comments below. And if you do, I mean, I expect it to be like at least like I would say like a week or two. If you just like let me know like 2 days from now, I'm going to know obviously you didn't really do it. So let me really know how this worked out for you, because I can always like improve the verbiage or go back and maybe alter it or add that next step if I see a lot of accounts are getting verified. However, if a lot of accounts are getting deleted, that is awesome. Maybe I'll make this into like a round 4 thing where I continuously talk about it, and something that you can use as a step to delete charge-offs once they have been deleted from one bureau. I would like to get more information. That way I would know how well this is actually working. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with anybody who you think might need this information. That really does help the channel grow, and I truly appreciate it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.